Hello, social media family. I hope you're well. Hey, if you're new to the Mindset Muhammad platform, whether it's my podcast, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Facebook, all my social media platforms, as well as our YouTube ecosystem, I want to welcome you. I'm an entrepreneur, okay, in the networking space, and I help people make money and save money online, okay? So with that said, if you're new to the platform, welcome. And if you're an existing follower or existing subscriber, I want to welcome you back to another video. In this video, first of all, it's a happy Monday, okay? I'm telling you, if you're dread and you're like, oh, why do I have to show up at work another Monday? Just think about all the people that took their last breath yesterday. They're gone today. No longer around, okay? You and I are 100% luckier than those individuals. And guess what? Unfortunately, there'll be a time where we won't see another Monday. So, hence why I'm always fired up and excited about Mondays, right? But anyways, my message for today, okay, is how do you get motivated and how do you get inspired and how do you get more done on a weekly basis consistently, okay? How can I start my week fresh? That's my question for today. How can I start my week fresh, okay? And achieve literally my optimum results, okay? Whatever I'm after, okay? Whether you're in real estate, whether you're in networking, whether you're in sales, whatever you're in, okay? How can you operate at your optimum level? Here's my guide, okay? And this is what I follow personally, okay? Every single week, I plan the week on Sunday, okay? So this week, 80% of it is planned for me. Let me say that again. This week, 80% of the week is planned for me. I know who I'm meeting. I know who I'm not meeting. And I know what I'll be doing nearly every day, okay? And my priority, my target is how can I at least, okay, have 2 to 3 meetings every day for the next 7 days, okay? Starting today. That was my priority. How can I have at least 2 to 3 meetings every single day, okay? Spread out across, I don't want to have like 10 meetings one day. It's spread out 2 to 3 every single day, okay, across the entire week. That's my first priority. That's my first go-to rule, okay? Second is I start every single day with 10 minutes of priming, okay? 10 minutes of what? 10 minutes of priming. Some of you would not know what priming is, which is absolutely fine. I never knew about it 2 years ago. And priming is the whole concept of literally, okay, literally making yourself, okay, think a certain way, okay? For example, think about it. We're the only creatures that can think of a thought and be happy. Think of a thought and be pissed off. Think of a thought and get certain results. Think of a thought and not get certain results. What does that mean? For example, okay, by the way, priming is all about conditioning, okay? There was a time where there was a study done, okay, on about 200 people, okay? And 2 individuals, one, like this is, imagine this is you, okay? Someone will come to you and then they will hand you a coffee, okay? Let's say a hot coffee, okay? It was 200 people, so 100 each, okay? 100 people, for example, at first were handed a hot coffee. Then about literally 10 minutes later, someone will come to you and say, hey, I'll give you $20. Can you do a quick study for me, right? I'll just ask you a question. And then the question was, how was that person? How do you feel about that person? Imagine, about a few minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago, someone just handed you a hot coffee, and guess what? 81% of people said, when the person that handed them hot coffee, they said that person was warm, that person was gentle, that person was friendly, just because they were handed a hot coffee. Let that sink in. Just because they were handed a what? A hot coffee. And then the other 100 were handed literally a cold coffee, okay? And guess what they said? Guess what they said? %90 of the people that were handed the cold coffee said the person was rude, arrogant, right? Like, but the one that occurred the most was that person was rude, just because they were handed a cold coffee a few minutes earlier. What the conclusion of that study was, you can be conditioned to think a certain way of a certain person, of a certain situation, right? Another study, right? This was when this study was done on IBM and Apple, okay? And it actually proved that, you know, there was a campaign that Apple had a few years ago, which was think different, okay? And in that campaign, literally, there was a kind of test that was done, okay, on people. They were given a piece of paper, like a little quiz, okay? And some of those people were shown an IBM campaign, and some of those people were shown Apple's campaign, which was think different, okay? Think different. And guess what? 90% of the people that watched the Apple campaign scored higher than the ones that watched IBM campaign. Let that sink in for a moment. By the way, this is all facts, this is all figures, okay? You can do your research on this. Second, again, you can be conditioned to think a certain way and get a certain result, okay? And this will all make sense when we talk about the concept of how to start your week fresh and how to achieve optimum results within your week, okay? Now, third one, okay? You know, this whole culture of Asian people are very clever when it comes to maths and science and so on and so forth. There was a study that was done, right, on a group of Asian people, and at first, imagine this, okay? Half of them were, right, shown an advert of Asian people doing really well, right? And the other half weren't shown that, okay? And then that was the first section of this group, okay? The second section was half were told, oh, by the way, since you're Asian, you're gonna do really well in this, and the other half were not told that. Guess what happened? 95% of the people that saw the Asian advert, okay, and also 95% among the ones that were told you're Asian, you're gonna do really well, guess what scored higher? What does that tell you, my friend? You can be conditioned to think a certain way. So what do? I do 10-minute priming every single day. There are days where I miss. I'm a human being, okay? I make mistakes, I forget things sometimes, but priming is a 10-minute, okay? First, what I do, okay, and by the way, all priming, I do it when I'm individual by myself, and also I do this 10 minutes, okay? So it's divided to 3 sections, okay? First 3 minutes, okay, is a minute each, and what I do is I just think about 3 things that I'm grateful for, okay? Sometimes it could be my family, sometimes it could be my business, sometimes it could be my network, sometimes it could be my social media, sometimes it could be my influence. You know, I just think of 3 things, okay? And each I give it a minute, and I submerge myself in thinking about that thought. Like nothing else matters the minute that I'm doing that priming. If I'm doing my 1 minute gratitude for my family, nothing else matters. Bills don't matter, friends don't matter, business don't matter, my health doesn't matter. That 1 minute, nothing matters to me more important than my family. And when I'm thinking about my business, nothing else, like I cannot think of another thought during that 1 minute where I'm doing my gratitude for my business. Does that make sense? So I do 3 things every day, okay? It's different, okay? 3 minutes of gratitude. Then I'll go to the second 3 minutes, which is 3 things that I've accomplished that I'm proud of. Okay, 3 things that I've accomplished that I'm proud of. It could be anything, you know, the books, it could be the social media work that I'm doing, it could be some of the charities that I've had the honor of working with, you know, it could be some of the people that I've played a little bit of a positive role in their life, whatever it is. Okay, 3 things that I've done that I'm proud of. Okay, then the last 3 minutes, what I do is I just think of 3 goals that I want to accomplish. It could be short term, it could be long term, whatever it is. Okay, then that way I'm telling you, I promise you, you're not gonna feel pissed off. You're not gonna feel any negative emotions in your life. Why? Because you're living in a state of gratitude every single day, and I'm telling you, that makes a lot of difference. Okay, that makes a lot of difference. Why do a lot of people start their day sad, their day pissed off? I'll tell you why. They don't do gratitude. They don't know 3 things that they're grateful for that day. They don't know 3 things that they're grateful for that day. They don't even think about 3 things that they've accomplished. Like people are, you know, we're this robot, literally a living human being, which is a robot at the same time. Like, we achieved this, we're on to the next goal, we're on to the next goal, we're on to the next goal. We don't even think about what we've accomplished so far and what we've done thus far, and we forget how far we've come in the first place. So priming conditions you to literally, okay, like you're conditioning yourself to think of 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things you've accomplished, and 3 things that you want to accomplish. You know, most of the times I think about senior vice president, for example, on a daily basis. That's the one priority in my life. Another one, for example, is Jannah, is heaven, okay? And then the third one, I just keep switching, okay? Sometimes it could be, you know, a little marathon that I want to do, whatever it is, okay? Sometimes it could be writing another chapter in my upcoming book, whatever it is, my friend, okay? So start your day fresh, and I'm telling you, if you can think of a thought, we're the only human beings that we're the only creatures that can think of a thought and feel a certain way. So why not condition yourself on a daily basis? Imagine if you were operating your entire week where you planned it yesterday, you're going to work today, you're showing up no matter what, and you start your day fresh, and you're doing this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I promise you, Let me know in the comments. Message me and let me know how priming has changed your life. I'm telling you, you're going to achieve optimal results in your business, in your personal life, in your relationship life, in your health life, in your fulfillment life. All aspects of your life are going to transform with this philosophy, okay? Plan your week, show up, do priming on a daily basis, and journal your thoughts, okay? With that said, God bless you all. I hope this makes a little difference. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching this video. For more exclusive content, I have a be, do, and have anything you desire in your life training. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click below for the next video. Let's go.